Are you with me? You can be seated. You can be seated because I got a couple of moanies for you. Let me get that Bible. Let me get a Bible. I got a couple of testimonies for you. I got it. Yeah, I got it. I got a couple of testimonies for you. A couple of testimonies and a couple of guidance. The only thing about guidance that I find difficult is only certain people hear you. No matter what you tell a person what's good for them, they won't do it.
That's true.
Only certain people will do it.
Right.
And then certain people ask you, why is not working for me? Well, I heard this last week, you're going to hear it again this week. And you're going to keep hearing it. You're going to keep hearing it until you say, okay, I'm going to do it.
Yep.
Are you with me so far?
Yeah. Right.
Watch this. Yeah. Here's my testimony. I have a testimony. We got a letter in the mail about that horse parked outside. She ride good, boy. You hear me? That horse, God has blessed us with the horse. Mm-hmm. You with me? And little people like to ride big things. So I let my wife drive it all the time. You with me? And she look good driving it. But we're not praising the vehicle, we praising the giver.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, yes.
You with me? When the giver gives you something, the enemy always shows up.
Oh, yes, he will.
So Saturday we got a letter in the mail,
Trying to take it away.
and it said, the bank says, if the car lot don't do this, we ain't financing your vehicle. You hear me? And it came with a counter offer. So when we looked at the paperwork and we assumed, I didn't say we tax facts. Because when something negative comes, it always leads you to assuming first.
Mm-hmm.
And we need to learn to stop assuming. Because when we assume negative things, and our emotions get in the way. Boy, I got thick like Lou Ferrino. Then I got thick, boy. You hear me? And I was gonna rip this car dealer, the salesman up. But the Lord said, "Check yourself." Right. I said, "Okay." Are you with me? So Sunday went by, and we took a ride to the dealership because we was gonna straighten this out. You with me? Mm-hmm. We was gonna straighten this out. You with me?
Yeah.
So they were closed.
That's the one time.
Thank God.
They were closed. I'm like, car dealer closed on Sunday?
The only day.
This is the only day they was closed. You hear me say closed on Sunday? Go home. So we all the way back home. But you still swole.
Yeah.
And that making you even madder. When I can't fix the problem now. Are you with me? But this is a test. This is only a test.
Yeah.
So when Monday comes, my wife looked at me and I looked at her and she said, I'm going to try to handle it from my job. I said, well, baby, I'm going to do my part on this end. Because you're not where you used to be, where you had that time where you could do it. So you have to stay focused on your job. So now I'm a businessman. I have a business, didn't I, Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
And stay professional.
That's right.
I was proud of me.
I was
No, I really was. I was proud of me.
yeah, I
You hear
was
me?
too.
And it didn't.
It taught me things.
See, Saturday and Sunday I was Lou Ferrino. Today I was Pee Wee Herman. No, you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about humble.
Right.
Yeah.
You hear me? I
Yes.
was humble,
And that's
but I
it.
was direct to the point.
You was.
Letting you
Yes.
know I'm not a fool.
That's right.
You with me?
Oh,
Until we looked at the contract. It was a better deal on the contract than what they sent us.
Very.
It was a better deal on the contract. So I called the main office and talked to the big boss of everybody. He laughed. He said, Terry, we took care of you. And he said, look at your paperwork again. What the bank was saying they should sell it to us for, it was lower than that.
We got it for lower.
Yeah. We got it for lower than that. You hear me? So I had to call the salesman back and say, hey, I just called to say I'm sorry. I never got rude with him.
Right.
Oh, you did.
I just questioned his judgment. And I had to apologize. I said, listen, man, I just called you to say I'm sorry. And thank you so much. He laughed so hard. He said, y'all really love that vehicle, huh? I said, yeah. He said, enjoy. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was, I assumed.
Yes. Right.
So it taught me to stop assuming when things seem like it's coming back. So from now on, if I don't check out the facts, I'm gonna stop assuming. I learned that. I learned that. See, when things happen to you, it's happening for a reason, and we need to learn something. So it's coming back again and see how you're gonna handle that. It's coming again.
Yeah.
Are you with me so far? Let's go further. Can we go further?
Yeah.
It was people in my household I wasn't close with in growing up, but we came from the same womb. The reason why I wasn't close with that person is that person never did nothing to me. It's just that I never spent time with that person and we in the same house.
Didn't get to know him.
I'm talking about 20 years in the same house, and me and you ain't close because I don't spend time with you. How can that be? That's kind of strange, am I right? So why is it going on here? I'm back in the womb,
Yeah.
and it seems like separation is going, and it's not supposed to be.
That's true.
Let me show you what I saw today. God answered my prayer today. I seen everybody here early, but Donna. This is not going. Because she wasn't here. I got to tell the truth. Everybody was here early, and did you see the love and feel what was going on before service? And we learned to switch mode.
Just, yeah.
Got right
Oh,
into
yes.
praise and worship.
Yeah.
But before they came in the door, we were sitting here for a while joking and having fun, and it felt good. It's like I needed that.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So we need to get in the habit of stop trying to come late. I'm not addressing. You hear me? Stop coming at the last moment and leaving before people say amen. Because I'll never know you. I ain't saying you gotta spend the night here. You with me? At least say something to somebody. Hey, how you doing? Are you with me? That's our job. That's our job. Because if somebody come and tell me something about you, I need to be able to defend you.
That's right.
And no, that's not you.
That's very true.
Not hoping that's not you. I need to know that's not you. And if it is you, I need to know that is you.
That's true.
Not saying I'm going to condemn you. I'm going to give you guidance.
That's right. Right.
Are you with me? Because watch this. The Bible says, consider myself, because I could be in them shoes.
That's right.
That's true.
Because you got to always look at this. Satan is throwing rocks at the head.
Oh,
I said, throw it. He ain't got a sling.
No.
Yeah.
I got a sling.
Yeah.
Are you with me so far?
Yeah.
Now, here's the task for 2 weeks. Remember, you had a 2-week prayer.
Yeah.
All right, here's the task for 2 weeks. All right? You find the scripture. It says, pray for those that despitefully use you. Y'all know that scripture, right? It said, bless those that curse you. Am I right? Y'all know those scriptures. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay, when you find that scripture, after you put him in remembrance, Lord, you asked me to do this. After you read that, call everybody name that's separated from us. Everybody that's separated from this congregation, pray for them. That's a blessing prayer instead of a condemning prayer. It said, bless those that curse thee. You hear me? Y'all know the scripture, am I right? Find that scripture and pray that scripture for 2 weeks and call everybody name that left here or we left. Because certain of those people are not doing too good. And we don't want to see them do bad and say, see what happened to you. That's not God like.
No. No.
Are you with me so far? Now we left off in the book of Genesis, chapter 4 to 9. That's chapter 49, if you didn't know. Genesis chapter 49. I said Genesis chapter 49. And I'm going to do this real fast so I can get on to where I want to go a little bit. Then I'm going to hurt your heart. Y'all remember that we left off in verse 8. Am I right so far? We left off with the first word, Judah. Did we? Nope, we went further.
Yeah.
I just
I thought it was,
I just wanted to see if y'all was paying attention. Are you with me? Let's go. Let's read. It reads, Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Watch this, watch this. God didn't leave nothing uncovered. Now with Judah, he said, this is going to happen to your enemies, and this is what's going to happen to those on your side. You see that? It says your brethren.
Yeah.
You with me? Now, if you read this, it'll seem like, oh, the good part on your brethren. You with me? No, the hardest part is on your brethren. The easy part is on your enemies. Because she's just going to just stomp on their head. And it's no if and once it okay, let me clarify that. If you got physical enemies, don't go stamping on people's head. I'm talking spiritually. Are you with me so far? So, in other words, it's telling you you won't get the victory over them. But sometimes it'll seem like your head's the one on the chopping block.
like all was lost.
Like everything you worked hard for is like, I don't know what to do now. You ever got to a moment of, what do I do now? What do I do? You with me? So the first thing you do, I can tell you what you do. You go into your disguise bags and you find the most happiest face you can find and the prettiest thing you can put on to act like everything is okay. Are you with me? That's a good step. That's a very good step. Look like it's already over.
Yes. That's it.
That's what that is.
Because the enemy watching to see your reaction.
Yeah.
He's watching to see how bad am I messing with you. When he took Jesus in the wilderness, he was like this. He's waiting on a response. An emotion.
Yes, an emotion.
You with me? He want to see if you going to swell up like Luke.
Yeah. Yeah.
It reads as follows. Judah, watch this. Can I change that word again? Confession. Watch this. It's the confession. After God worked out everything that day, I had to confess to this man.
Yeah.
I had to call him and say, I
I'm sorry.
apologize.
Yeah.
See the confession?
Yeah.
Now watch this. When he see me in the street now, it's no animosity. now.
That's right.
Right.
Wow, you said the word.
See how you cut that off? There's no animosity. All he gonna do is walk up to me and say, "Hey, big fella, how you liking it?" All
That's
that. You see?
Yeah.
But I could have had pride and not make the call and say, "Yeah, they don't know who they messing with." Yeah, you with me? And be taking the credit for myself instead of giving it to God, because it was God that worked it out from the
Yes, he did.
beginning,
He
and we
already had
just
it
was
done.
blind for a moment.
Yeah.
You already fixed it. Wow.
Are you all with me? So if we learn how to confess and say, listen, I ain't got no pride in this thing. I just was wrong. I just was wrong. That'll stop a lot of heartaches.
It really does.
It'll stop you from losing sleep. Can I go further? Can I go further?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm mad at any one of y'all, it mess with my sleep.
Yeah.
Because I got to fix this thing.
Yeah.
It really mess. If it don't do you that way, you got issues.
Yeah.
I mean some bad issues, and it's not godly. You with me? If I got an issue with any one of y'all, you hear me? It takes my sleep. Because I want this fixed now. I don't like carrying this. I want to carry something else.
Right.
I don't want to carry this. Not if I don't have to. You with me? I carry the cross. But I don't need to carry a knife in my back
No.
or to be stabbing you in your back.
Right.
Yeah. It's true.
Are you understanding that?
Yeah.
So it'll take your sleep. I can sleep when I know the enemy after me. I do that every night.
Yeah.
I often ask myself, did Jesus ever lay down and go to sleep by Judas? Or did he always sleep by John?
Keep a couple disciples.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You never ask yourself that. Would you sleep in the presence of somebody that you know that's trying or destined to hand you over to be killed?
Boy.
Wow.
Wow. Jesus, never thought about that.
Can I go further? Let's even go further. Certain people in your family, you wouldn't put your purse down in front of.
Very
No.
true.
That is very
That's
true.
true. True. Yeah.
Okay. God didn't raise no food. Are you with me so far? Okay, let's get into this. We left off at the word hand, am I right? Hand, H-A-N. It says this. It says, your confession will put your hand on your enemy's neck. Enemies. On the neck of your enemies. It says, on the neck of your enemies. Y'all missing this. Okay, I'm going to say it slow. Like them sloths. You hear me? Watch this now. Pay attention. If you're doing your own thing, you're going to miss this. It says, your hand should be on the neck, as in singular, but a whole bunch of, but they moving as a legion.
Yeah.
It's an enemies. Are you with me? It's only one captain of the ship.
One. Yeah.
Watch this. When Jesus asked, what is thy name? Only one person spoke out for everybody. He said, we are. You hear me? He said, we are. Can I flip it to the good side? We are the body of Christ.
That's right.
You with me?
Yeah.
We receive intelligence from one person. We don't have two heads. Are you getting it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me show you a different way. If you confess a lot of things, watch this. The word hand means your fellowship, your ministry, and your dominion. You're going to be taking ground. Because let me show you what happened first. If you don't take control of the situation by confession, it stirs up a lot of enemy. First you get mad. Am I right?
Yeah.
Then you
I
get angry.
Mhm.
Then wrath sit in. You hear me? Then maliciousness set in. You starting to plot now. Are you with me?
Plot to kill.
See how all the enemies popping up his head?
Yeah.
And watch this.
Get mad.
Then you're going to try to pick a fight. Are you with me so far? And the enemy want to fight to embarrass you even if you win.
Right.
Are you with me? Even if you win, you still losing.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Are you with me so far? And watch this. The right crowd going to be there to see this fight. And then with wrath, anger, and all of that maliciousness all set in, watch this. Cursing going to show up too. Because who you fighting going to be cursing at you too. And you got to look good through the whole fight. Like you're winning. While on the while, everybody attacking your hand. And saying, I thought they was saved. A minister or was in fellowship with God. That's not what I see. Can I go further? The Bible says, if your enemy do you wrong, while you're on your way to the judge, agree with them.
Right.
Even if you're not in the wrong. Can I go further? The Bible tells me, if you do something wrong to me, and I ain't do nothing wrong to you, it tells me to come to you and
Yes,
apologize.
it does.
So we can stop this right now.
Right.
It says, for me, the innocent one. If you're the innocent one and you know you ain't do nothing, you supposed to go to the guilty one and say, listen, I apologize and I don't want to do this or fight no more. So whatever's wrong, we ain't got to discuss what's wrong. Let's just start over right now.
Right, because if your brother's offended,
Yes.
you would go to him.
Yes. But that's not what happened. We still act like ghetto children. We're not from the ghetto. They don't have streets of gold in the ghetto. The crackheads dug them up.
Yeah, that's true.
But not in God's kingdom. You don't have to hide your pearls in God's kingdom.
Right.
Right.
Walk down the street in the ghetto if you want to.
Oh, you.
You see the difference?
Yes.
And we hear this and say yes, and as soon as somebody says something or look at it or respond kind of funny or you don't get to respond what you supposed to, watch this. Here's the clue. Stop basing your relationship with God on people's response. If you say amen or not, I'm going to still do what God told me to do. If you write something negative, I'm still going to do what God tells me to do.
Right.
Are you with me? It shouldn't change what God put in you. And when they write something negative, first of all, you try to soothe the situation. And if the situation don't calm down, then you just blot them out. Are you with me? I ain't talking about a brother. I'm talking about somebody outside.
Right.
On the inside, you got to get that thing right. Because what's going on could stop you from making it. And you're the innocent one. Can I go further? Ain't none of us innocent. We all the guilty one if we did it or not. So ain't nobody in here innocent. Nobody. We all guilty. You wanna know why? I don't like your glasses. I don't like your shoes. This just an illustration. I don't like your pinky. See how stupid this sounds? I don't like your tongue. You see how stupid it is to stop us with a relationship with God.
Yeah.
I'm mad at some glasses she got on her face.
Yeah.
And it ain't her, it's her glasses.
It's the glasses.
But she got them on.
Mm-hmm.
So since you run your glasses, I don't like you.
Oh, man.
Is that stupid?
Oh, my.
That's what we do.
Foolishness.
I seen your hand.
Well, everything you're talking about, especially the verse that you gave us there, you know, to pray for those who despitefully use you and persecute you. But the next verse says that you do this, that you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven.
Yeah.
So, you know, you say grace is free, but it comes with a price.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, and if you want to be recognized by Him, then you really need to, you know, because love does cover a multitude of
What it
sins.
says.
Meaning this, if you truly love somebody, you're not going to react to their anger.
That's right.
You're going to wait down, you know, you're going to not react in a negative sense when they're coming at you negative. Because the emotions
right.
will be taken out of the way.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Y'all heard that? That is so true.
It's a bad thing, emotion.
Watch this. Pride always in the midst of all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pride is always in there. You see the enemies now,
Yeah,
but there's only one problem.
right. That's good.
But a whole lot of enemies showing up. You with me? So watch this. We got a whole lot of enemies coming against us. And we're going to nip this in the bud. It's going to be clear on our end. Because the only thing you could do is wash the dishes in your house. Now, how their house is, that's their business. But you keep your house clean. Are you with me so far? Let's go further. It says that your confession, your fellowship, your ministry has dominion. Are you with me? Now watch this. You don't operate in dominion because of you.
No. That's true.
No, you listen to me. You don't operate in dominion because of you. Don't point at him. He already gave you power. You don't use it, it's your fault. You don't. You run here getting beat up and got the power to win the fight. Because you think about it too much. You sit down and try to figure this thing out instead of going to confession.
Yeah, you're reasoning it out.
Immediately. Lord, if there's anything I have done, Lord God, search my heart, Lord God. Lord God, help me to move past this thing. Lord God, help me to love them regardless of what's going on. Lord God, help me and help them. Lord God, let me show them love even if they cuss me out. You with me? You go immediately into confession and to get yourself right. The more you sit down and think about what just happened, the worse you're going to get.
Yep.
The worse you're going to get. And once you get real bad or a little bad, the next thing you're going to do is drag somebody into your mess.
That's what happened.
Another saint. Child, did you hear what they said to me today? Watch this. You're on the wrong phone line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's right.
You're on the wrong line.
Yeah.
It says confession.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's not love. That's hatred.
Yeah.
Because hatred stirs up strife.
Yeah.
Strife is arguments and all these negativity stuff.
And division then.
And it's part of it. That's part of the wording is division.
Mm-hmm.
It's in Proverbs. That's what it says.
The Bible says, mark them. To cause division among the brethren.
Yes.
Yeah.
All that's right there, y'all. And we have dominion over this. You want to know why I say we? Well, I wasn't born in the tribe of Judah. Well, you ain't born again then.
Right, right.
That's right.
You ain't born again then. Because you can only get born again through Judah. Okay, let me change Judah. Jesus, which is from the tribe of Judah.
Yeah.
Are you with me? And you got to confess him with your mouth. You with me? Confession all the way around, cleaning stuff up. Confessing. If you confess, if you do this, what's it? Putting God in remembrance is confession. But you know what you do? You don't confess nothing. You embrace what you go through
Yeah.
because you think it's normal.
That's powerful.
That's
Really
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah. And don't know infection done invaded your land. You are infected. Look at how kings and nations used to invade things. That's what's happening to your land. You're being invaded by something where you already got the power and the dominion to control everything. Watch this. You can say one word and put them to flight. And you ain't got to never talk to that person. Your angel, no, not slew. That's it. No. Your angel will move at your word and go kill a whole army while you're still in that frame. It's Bible. And what makes it so bad? The people that's in safety won't receive the revelation before someone that's nastier than them. Someone that's convicted to die and separated from you, lepers. And the lepers will bring you back the word that your prayer has been answered. But you're supposed to be confessing. And if you're confessing these things, you're supposed to be believing. Why go through the motion and don't believe it? Do you take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife? You with me? Do you promise to love, to cherish? If you don't believe that and you're not going to practice that, why do it?
Yeah.
Why show up for the wedding? Can I show it a different way? This is the rehearsal for the wedding.
Yeah.
You know how you always have rehearsal before a wedding? We're walking down the aisle. Who you walking with? Because the person you walking with got to be stronger than you, or you stronger than them.
That's right.
Because it's a man and a woman. Are you all still with me? It says this. That your hand of a ministry, with all that dominion in there, it should be upon the neck of thy enemies. Watch this. Shall be in the neck means this. It's going to cut their head off. It's going to behead them. You with me? It says it's going to behead them. That's what that means. It says it's going to behead them. Watch this. Y'all miss it. Watch this. I just told y'all, enemies. Am I right? But they're going to be one.
Right.
All you got to do is get the one with the big mouth and the rest one gone.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
So that's why you cut the head
heads
off.
Oh.
Are you with me? Can I show it a different way? That's why Goliath, big old mouth, big old head was down there talking. And when his head got cut off, the enemies flew. But he represented all of
Yes.
them. One person. One person.
The opposite principle,
Yeah.
smite the shepherd and the sheep scatter.
Yes. Oh, I was going to flip it to them. Are you with me? Watch this. David fought one person, but he fought the whole army of the Philistines. David only killed one person, but everybody else ran. David didn't even say nothing to them. They didn't even say boo. You with me? He just killed the one with the biggest mouth. Are you with me?
Yeah, and it was his mouth that got his attention.
Yeah.
It is his mouth.
Yeah.
You with me? So David said, watch this, watch this, watch this. Separate the head and the whole rest of the body of the enemy of all. The Philistines fell before David, not before Israel. It fell before Judah.
Yeah, 'cause he's the one that also got the praise for the victory when he came down
Yes.
that day.
Judah Saul killed his 1,000, but Judah killed his 10,000. Are you with me? Watch this. This power's in your mouth. Watch this. In the body of flesh and blood. It was in the body of flesh and blood of David and of Jesus. Say it, me too.
And me too.
Now, the tie, huh?
So I'm glad you made that connection.
Yeah. Now the tie-in is this, because we're coming out of the book. Am I right? All of this happening in the body of flesh and blood. So if you're getting beat up right now and you ain't learn how to fight, so yeah, you're gonna keep getting beat up till you learn how to throw some kind of blow. Punch the wall or something. And I ain't talking physically. You hear me? Say something out of your mouth. Are you with me? You got to say something. Because watch this, it's your confession. It's your confession. It's there, but you got to learn how to use it. Are you with me so far? It says this, it says that. The neck means this, to behead and to cut off. Like David cut off Goliath's head. Are you with me so far? Now watch this. The enemy always try to duplicate or imitate what God promised to try to deceive the elect. The enemy always try to make you look like the enemy. The enemy's job is to make you look like the enemy, but it's the enemy knowing how to make you look like what he is. If you don't know how to put on makeup, you put it on yourself, you're going to look like a clown. But if you know how to put on makeup, you could be a makeup artist. Are you with me so far? Now watch this, watch this. Let me show you what the enemy did. And he did it not knowing. Can I show it to you? The enemy had John the Baptist's head cut off.
Yeah.
And he was the first one in the wilderness. The first one. So it looked like John was the enemy to the Pharisees then. Because John's ministry had came to in a very horrible way. Like Goliath. But that thing was of God. But it looked like the enemy.
Right.
Now watch this. Watch this. You with me? Stop judging people of what come on them. Because it looked like John the Baptist had lost out.
Yeah.
But he just reached his end. Are you with me so far?
Let's see.
Can I go further? Let's go further. This was promised in the clouds all the way from the beginning. Can I show it to you? The cloud was Adam and the woman. That this promise of beheading the enemies was spoken upon the church. In Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Can I read it to you? Here's the promise. And people here have been getting cut off since.
Yeah.
Did you say 13 or 15? 3:15.
3:15. It reads, and this is God. It says, God talking, God said, I will put enmity between thee, watch this, and what come from the church. Can I go further? Who was Judah's mama? Judah.
Leah. I had to think for a second.
Yeah,
Leah.
Sided Leah.
We died.
Watch that. It didn't look right. You get it? But watch this. Watch this. What he hated had what he needed.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it slow, and I'm gonna make it personal now. The person that you have a problem with the most in here got what you need,
That's right.
not your friend. Because Jacob loved Rachel.
Yes.
But watch this. There was no promise spoken over neither one of them. It was a vision showed to them about ruling now, but not for the whole world. It was spoken something that didn't look right.
You do that so well.
It didn't look right. Are you with me? So things that don't look right to you always got a promise. Can I go further? Watch this. See what the ugliest, the funniest looking church it was out of the four of them. I did say the four of them. See what's the funniest looking? Can I go further? You funny looking people? Oh, y'all got that now. But the promise was in the funny looking one.
Grace and law.
Yeah. In the funny looking one. The one that wasn't loved all of that.
Yeah.
Watch this. It put emphasis that he didn't love Rachel. He didn't love Leah. But it put emphasis that he loved Rachel. Watch this. I'm going to say it again. But he never said, he put emphasis on he didn't love Leah. But he didn't make no remarks about the other two.
No.
But I want you to know I don't like this one.
Yeah.
And that's the one where the promise was. Where Judah was. Are you with me? Because your praise, your confession, your worship is strange to every other church. And there was 4 churches there.
Yeah.
And the one that looked bad had the seed.
Yeah.
The promise.
Had the promise.
Yeah.
Are you with me, so? Watch this. It reads like this. I will put enmity between thee and the woman, between thy seed and her, Judah. Judah shall burst thy head. Watch it. Cut it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cutting heads off from the beginning. You with me? You started trying to trip up my walk with your mouth. By threatening me by how you going to enslave me with your mouth. But I'm coming for your head. That's what David said.
Yeah.
But Goliath was steady running their mouth, trying to trip up their walk so nobody journey that way. It worked till that little born again lad showed up. Watch this. He stopped them in their journey for a while. And nobody ventured out from there but you with me? And David was coming for that head because his mouth wasn't tripping up his feet no more.
At all. He struck him right in the head.
Are you understand?
Yes, he did.
God gave you that same power. Say it.
The beginning of man
Mm-hmm.
is his hand,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
And his hand went directly for the
Yeah,
head. The head.
yeah.
Are you all with me so far? Now, watch this, watch this. Your enemies are these haters.
Say that again?
Haters.
Haters.
Uh-huh.
We back in 49?
Yeah. It's the adversaries. Watch this, watch this. You got a whole lot of haters
Oh, yes.
and a whole lot of adversaries that look like friends.
They're not. Oh,
Because you can't turn me in unless you know me. Okay, let me go street first. 9 times out of 10, when the dope dealer get killed, it's his lieutenant that set him up.
That's right. Yep.
Because the lieutenant know where everywhere the boss man gonna be.
Yep.
right.
Watch this. Judas was the lieutenant.
Yep.
Yes.
He was the money man. And the lieutenant is the money man.
As the closer you get, the more you know the weak spots.
The person that got your money
Yeah.
that's in your pocket.
Yeah, that's
When the
right.
big boss ain't there, the lieutenant on the street handle all the money and call all the shots. Watch this. In the kingdom, Judas was that lieutenant.
Yep.
He had all the money.
And he knew where Jesus was.
And he
Yes, he
knew
did.
everywhere
Everywhere.
Jesus would be. It's with money and your rank. Are you with me so far? So it's those haters and it's those adversaries. Newsflash, 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 newsflash. Let me give you a little bit of personal advice. For those of you that's married or plan on getting married.
I guess that's everything.
Yes. Dave and Tommy.
That is all of us.
Dave and Tommy are my friends and my brethren in the Lord, but I don't want to hang around their house a lot.
Yeah.
I refuse to. You want to know why? They got wives.
They got wives.
If they ain't have no wives, it's on.
Yeah. Right.
And I don't want you around my house all the time as I tell you to come.
That's right.
Want to know why? I got a wife.
Got wives.
That's right.
That's right.
Are you with me?
That's right.
Because 9 times out of 10, when you break up with your spouse, it's one of your friends that end up with them. That mean your friend been looking at them for the longest.
Yeah.
That's right.
And move in on. Yeah.
For the longest.
The ex-territory.
And I'm not saying that about them. I'm just trying to
Yeah.
teach you all something.
That's right.
True.
You with me? Because if they're really your friend, they'll keep a distance. And ladies, don't have ladies all up in your house. And you got a man.
That's
I
right.
don't care how good a friend they is. Because
Can't be.
vulnerable times show up
Yep.
Yes.
for everybody. Gonna have people spending the night over to your house and all of this. This is not wise. It's not wise. You're setting yourself up for a fall.
Even if you're single.
And this has been a commercial by Grace Message Church.
Right.
Now back to our broadcast. Because you got haters.
Wisely said.
It's true. That's wisdom.
And watch this. Haters don't have an age.
That's right.
Haters do not have an age. You could be an old cougar
Or a young couple.
or an old dog. You could be a newborn kitty cat or a newborn puppy. Keep your animals outside. That'll come to you later. It'll come to you later. I love. Now, don't misunderstand me. This is used for an example. This couple right here is close to me. If something tragic happened to them, I got to let them in my house. and it won't be no grudge. You with me? But it comes with an understanding. You got such and such amount of time to get out of here.
That's right.
And I'm going to help you get out of here. So when you here, don't pay no bills. Save your money so you can get out.
But it's not permanent.
It's not permanent.
Right.
You with me? That's wise. Am I making sense?
And be very upfront with people.
Yeah.
Right from the beginning.
Before you move in, lay down your laws of your house. That's your house. If they don't like it, go somewhere else.
Yeah. That's right.
Don't be spitting on my floor. I don't spit on my floor. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
I'm trying to show you.
Yes.
Because what's okay for someone else ain't okay for you.
That's right.
That's right.
Am I making sense? Now back to our broadcast. I'm going to stop in a few minutes. Watch this. God, I'm trying to get through with this. Watch this. It says, upon the neck of thy enemies, it says, and thy father. Watch this. It says, thy father. Am I right? It says, thy father. Am I right?
Yes.
Now, watch this. It says, thy father. Am I right? It says, thy father. Am I right?
Father.
It says, I ain't talking about God. It's talking about your principles that you are confessing out of your mouth and that you're going to stand upon. Watch this. Your principles, you hear me? Watch this. Watch this. The children supposed to obey that. Follow that to the letter because that is kingdom principle. Are you with me? And watch this. If you follow that to the letter, because watch this, those principles you get from God.
Right.
Am I right? Through the Spirit. Now watch this. Judah is the lawgiver. You with me?
Right.
So all the words come from Judah's mouth. So he got to have the principles of the Father.
Right.
You with me? And speak them to the children. Am I right? Not his children, but the Father's children.
Yeah.
Are you all with me so far?
Yes.
Now watch this. And if you receive that, watch this. It says you're supposed to willfully bow down.
Yes.
But that's not happening. Not even in Grace Methodist Church. We have to argue and fuss and fight for a while. And you ever seen when the child gets big enough, when you try to whoop that child in, you try to swing the belt, they grab the belt and you all tussling there? That's how I get.
Yeah. The fight changes.
Yeah, the fight changes from that into serious blows. That's how it happened here. Because when you tell somebody the principles of God, they say, I know what the Bible said, but you don't understand how I feel. That's a wrestling match.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And you know what you're doing? You're cutting up off your own head. You're cutting off your head. And I'm not boasting about me. I'm just using me for an example. Because if you ask me anything, I'm going to give you scripture. Anything you ask me, I'm going to give you scripture. And if you refuse it, you ain't refusing me.
That's right.
You're refusing his principles. And you're fighting with God. Can I go further? And if God loves you, you better pray he do. And if God loves you, while you're wrestling with the angels,
Yeah.
you better hope you only leave there with a limp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
You better hope your walk changes after that wrestle. Because after that wrestle, you will be correct then with God. Are you with me so far? It says this, the principles. Watch this. If I keep giving you the principles, soon you're going to make some repentance in your life. That's what children mean.
Yes.
Children mean repentance.
Oh, wow.
Am I right, Sammy? It means making repairs. All I got to do is, you his children, you're not mine, but you're mine because I'm babysitting.
Right.
So I got to stay by the principle that the list that they gave me while he out to the movie. I'm using the physical for you to understand the spiritual. So I got to stay by the principles that he gives me to give to you. And if you don't stay according to the principles, no repairs will be done in your life.
Yeah.
That's the only way you're going to receive healing.
In other words, it's crash.
That's the only way you're going to repair the breach that is in your own life. You have a breach in your life. The breach is this. Everything that God said, you don't believe. Everything that God said, you don't act upon. That's a breach. That's a breach. And watch this. That's why we choose what we want to read, pray for, and all of that. That's a breach. You're supposed to receive the whole word.
Right.
Yep.
You hear me? Ain't no breach then. Because if you receive the whole word, you'll find you in there. And you'll see how to make the corrections.
Yeah.
If you find the whole word, because you can repair your own breach with your confession. Lord, you know, Lord, I done rolled by the stop sign 8 times because that woman got on some short shorts, Lord. I ain't got no reason coming by this stop sign 8 times, Lord God. Lord God, I got a problem. You with me? But we won't talk to God like that. And he already know you got the problem. He know. And you want to know what? You hide it from your brother or your sister. When you should go tell them. I ain't say tell everybody because everybody in here ain't grown. But you need to tell somebody in here with the struggle that you have so they could be praying with you. So they could touch and agree with you. And the Bible says if 2 touch it and agree on anything. So I got to be able to come to somebody and say, listen, I went by that stop sign 8 times. I burnt a half a tank of gas. Going nowhere fast.
Yeah.
You with me? But we're afraid of how you, we ain't afraid of God, we're afraid of how you gonna look at us. And we wanna look right in your eyes and not knowing that it's God's eyes. So the Bible says this. Let me show you that I'm supposed to tell somebody. I ain't say everybody. I'm supposed to tell somebody in here. The Bible says, confess your faults one to another. That means if I do something wrong to you, confess it. If I got an issue, I need to confess it because I need your prayers. That way I'm being covered all the way around. Because watch this, sometimes you can pray for yourself and you get tired of praying for yourself, but the next person still see you got that problem and they still praying for you. And watch this, God gonna answer their prayer, you're gonna get worse and worse until your eyes get open. But they ain't praying nothing bad on you. They praying health on you. And sometimes you got to go way down before you could come back up.
That's right.
Are you with me so far? Children means, watch this. It says, make repairs. And it says, and they shall bow down. You with me? It said bow down. You with me? Bow down means, watch this, after the repairs are made, they're going to give reverence to God. It means to give reverence. Because they can see that God's principles work. And one of the principles is this, confess. Principle, confess. Principle, confess. Repairs done. Then you give reverence to God. Are you with me? Oh. We got through that. Am I right? No, we didn't. I got to stop? Let me finish this. All right? Watch this. It says, and was done to, no. It says, after confession is made, it says, you'll give reverence to God. Am I right? Am I right? I said to give reverence. Am I right? Now let me break that up too. Now you don't have a problem with this. To give reverence to God, you have to give reverence to who God put him over you. That's the problem.
Back to the babysitter,
Mm-hmm.
because the babysitter is actually accountable,
Like the parent.
and if they should breach that accountability, they can actually be held by the law,
Mm-hmm.
responsible for what took place
Mhm.
in that home.
And what the baby always said, this ain't your house. This my house. Go home.
You're not
Like-
my mommy.
Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Now watch this. Let me back up to show you. To give reverence to God, you got to give reverence to whom he put over you. If you don't give reverence to whom God put over you, you ain't respecting God's principles.
Right.
The Bible says he set it up and he take it down.
Right.
It didn't say you vote them out or you choose who you want. Let me show it. Let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. For this is showed in Joseph. God was setting up Joseph. And the brothers had to reverence him to stay alive. Watch this, watch this. Can I go further? They didn't have a problem with reverence Joseph when they didn't know it was Joseph.
Right.
When he was disguised.
Where they had-
But when he made himself known to them, they was like, isn't it strange that people are reverence people who they don't know?
Yeah.
But they'll tell people, God will make you new and deliver you. But because I grew up on the same street you did, God ain't with you. That's what Joseph's brother's problem was. And God backed up Joseph with a dream. And the dream was this. The sun, the moon, and the stars was going to bow down and worship something lower than the sun and the moon. They was going to worship another star. Y'all know the story, am I right? Now watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. That even the father and the mother had an issue with it. That Israel said, or Jacob said, you mean to tell me you done bump your head? That me and your mama and your brothers, watch this, he said, the sun, the moon. The sun is the father, the moon is the mother, and the stars was the brethren. It says they had to reverence him.
Oh, yeah.
Am I right? Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. The sun is God's principle.
That's good.
It's the law. True. Can I show it to you? Because all that Joseph knew, he got it from Israel. Israel the one that taught him by God.
That's right.
You with me? Let me show you. Because Joseph was the only one Israel made a code for.
Right.
Because he was connecting him with God's principles.
Right.
The only one.
And that favor showed.
The favor.
Yeah.
Are you with me? Now watch this, watch this, watch this. And he was a son of his old age. Let's go further, let's go further. The moon was, watch this, the dam. I mean the church, Rachel. Watch this, watch this. Watch this. The church kept that seed just like this. Can I go further? The church already prettier than my house. And she could see further. Okay, y'all missed this. So let me put it a different way. When the disciples came out of the temple, they started bragging on Rachel. What you mean, Jerry? They said, oh, look how beautiful the temple is with all the stones in place and everything. And the Lord said, now one of those stones won't be left over except so Rachel died.
Say that again?
So Rachel died.
What about the stone?
On the temple.
One of them's gonna be left?
Not one of them.
Oh, not
All
one.
of it gonna be torn down. So when she gave birth to, watch this, a time of sorrow, when Jerusalem was invaded, was the time of Ben-Onai.
Yeah.
You with? Are you with me? Rachel died.
Yeah.
I know I lost some of it,
Yeah.
but those that's on that level, you got it. Are you with me? Now watch this. That was his mom. Watch this. He said, should I and your mama bow down? He ain't named Leah. He ain't named Bilhah or Zipporah.
No.
He ain't named those churches. He said, them have to bow down. But not me. No, that's I'm still fighting.
Yeah,
You hear me?
yeah.
But he said, not me and your mama. And watch this. He elevated the rest of the brothers over those three churches. It ain't named them three churches. Ever.
That's right.
But it ain't their seed.
Yep.
And you ain't never seen that.
That's true.
And watch this. The stars are messengers. Now here's what we're gonna do. Wednesday night, I'm gonna show you how all this gets started. All right, Julie. I'm gonna show you how this gets started in your life. I'm gonna show you how it gets started. Because a lot of people say, that sounds good, but don't know how to put it into practice.
Practice, yeah.
Because you're judging about what's taking place in your life and you're counting yourself out. And not knowing that you're really on point. You're actually on point. Can I go further? You already received the promise before the manifestation comes. So the promise there, and watch this. If it seems like you're going the wrong way, the Holy Spirit will push you the right way. And the way you see that you're going, oh, it's going to seem wrong.
Right.
I could prove this Wednesday. Are you all with me? Come on.